Most people think stiffness and pain are just a normal part of getting older. The truth is that they are the result of positions your body has slowly forgotten how to use. I am going to show you the only 4 stretches you need for the rest of your life, and I can almost guarantee that at least 2 of them are stretches you have never been taught properly. Each one restores a movement your body was designed to use every day, but modern life has quietly deleted. Do these consistently, and you can undo years of tightness, calm down nagging back, hip, and knee pain, and move like someone 10 years younger. And pay close attention, because the last stretch is the most important one, and it is also the most overlooked. Let's start with the stretch that fixes the single biggest problem created by modern life: sitting. And it comes down to something most people have never been told. When you sit for hours every day, the muscles on the front of your hips, your hip flexors, adapt to that shortened position. They do not just feel tight. Over time, they behave as if short is their new normal length. And when those muscles stay short, they pull your pelvis forward and down, which forces your lower back to arch and compress every time you stand or walk. This is why so much lower back pain has nothing to do with the back at all. The problem lives at the front of your hips, and the couch stretch is the most powerful tool I know to reverse it. Here is how to do it. Kneel down in front of a couch, a wall, or your bed. Place one knee on the floor, right against the base of the couch, and slide your shin and foot up so they rest against it. Step your other foot forward so that leg forms a stable base. Now, this is the part almost everyone gets wrong. Before you do anything else, squeeze the glute of your back leg and gently tuck your tailbone under, like you are tipping your belt buckle up toward your chin. Only then, slowly bring your torso upright. You should feel a deep stretch running down the front of your back, hip, and thigh. If you skip the glute squeeze, your lower back arches, the stretch disappears into your spine, and you get nothing. If the full version is too intense, keep your hands on the floor or on a low box and stay leaning forward. That is your beginner position. As you improve, walk your hands up and bring your chest a little more vertical each week. Advanced? Raise both arms overhead and hold. Start with 30 seconds per side and build up to 2 minutes per side. One warning: this stretch should feel strong, but never sharp. Breathe slowly the entire time. If you find yourself holding your breath, back off a little. The payoff shows up fast. Students tell me that after 2 weeks of daily couch stretching, standing up from a chair no longer comes with that stiff, bent forward moment where they need 3 steps to straighten up. Your stride opens up when you walk. Your lower back stops taking the punishment your hips were supposed to absorb. One sentence to remember: sitting shortens the front of your hips, and the couch stretch is how you take that length back. Now, if the front of your hips is problem number 1, the next stretch targets a motion you have probably never stretched once in your entire life. Here is a question for you. When was the last time you stretched your hips' internal rotation? If your answer is never, you are not alone. Almost nobody does. And yet researchers who study hip health keep finding the same thing. People with stiff, painful hips and lower backs almost always show one common measurement: a major loss of internal rotation. It is the forgotten direction. We stretch forward, we stretch backward, but the rotation that lets your thigh bone turn inside the hip socket quietly disappears. And when it does, every step you take forces your knees and lower back to make up the difference. The 90/90 position fixes both directions of rotation at the same time, which is why I consider it the most complete hip stretch that exists. Sit on the floor. Bend your front leg to 90 degrees so your shin is horizontal in front of you. Bend your back leg to 90 degrees as well, with that shin pointing behind you. Your front hip is now in external rotation, and your back hip, the one most people have never trained, is in internal rotation. Sit tall, both sit bones reaching for the floor, and take 5 slow breaths. Then lean your chest forward over the front shin, keeping your spine long instead of rounding, and hold for 30 seconds. You will feel a deep stretch in the outside of the front hip and a completely unfamiliar sensation in the back hip. That unfamiliar feeling is years of lost motion waking up. Now, the part that makes this stretch special: the switch. Lift both knees and rotate them together over to the other side so the legs swap roles without your feet moving. Do this slowly, using control instead of momentum. Every switch takes both hips through their full rotational range, which teaches your nervous system that this motion is safe to use again. Beginners, sit on a cushion or yoga block to raise your hips and place a hand on the floor behind you for support. Intermediate, sit tall with no hands. Advanced, perform the switches with your hands off the floor entirely and hold for a full breath at each end position. Do this daily and you will notice something surprising. Movements that seem unrelated get easier. Turning to reach the back seat of your car, rolling over in bed without a groan, getting up from the floor without pushing off your knees. That is what happens when rotation comes back online. One common mistake to avoid: do not force the back knee flat against the floor in the first week. If that hip is very stiff, let the knee float slightly and let gravity do the work over days and weeks. Consistency beats intensity here. 2 gentle minutes every day will transform your hips faster than one aggressive session ever could. Think of it this way: your hips are ball and socket joints, and a ball that cannot rotate becomes a hinge that wears out. Rotate daily and your knees and back will thank you for decades. Speaking of stiffness that builds up for years, if these movements are helping you, I have put everything I know, step by step, into my complete guides. They show you exactly what to do each day to loosen stiff hips, calm an aching back, and wake up without that first-hour stiffness, all from your living room, with no equipment. Hundreds of people are already using them to move and feel years younger, and everything is an instant download that is yours for life. Scan the QR code on the screen or use the first link in the description. Now let's get back to it, because the third stretch is one your ancestors did every day of their lives. Here is something that might change how you think about stretching forever. The deep squat is not really an exercise. For most of human history, and still today across much of Asia, it is simply how people rest. Waiting, eating, working, talking, all done in a full, relaxed squat, heels flat on the ground. Small children everywhere on Earth drop into this position perfectly without being taught. Then we hand them chairs, and by adulthood, the position is gone. When you lose the deep squat, you are not just losing flexibility. You are losing ankle mobility, hip range, knee health, and the natural decompression it gives your lower spine, all in one package. The good news is that this position can be rebuilt at any age. Let me show you. Stand with your feet a little wider than shoulder width, toes turned slightly out. Slowly lower your hips down between your heels as far as you comfortably can, keeping both heels flat on the floor. Let your arms hang or rest your elbows lightly inside your knees, gently pressing them outward. Keep your chest as upright as you can and just breathe. Do not fight the position. The whole point is to relax into it, the way you would relax into a chair. Now, most adults cannot do this on day one, and that is completely fine. If your heels lift off the floor, place a rolled towel or a book under them. That small wedge changes everything. If balance is the problem, hold onto a door frame, a railing, or a heavy table and lean back slightly. That is your beginner version, and it delivers most of the benefit. Intermediate, squat free with the towel under your heels. Advanced, flat feet, no support, hands free. Start with 20 to 30 seconds and build up over weeks. Your long-term goal is to accumulate 3 minutes a day, and they do not have to be in one go. 6 rounds of 30 seconds spread through the day counts just as much. Try squatting while your coffee brews, while you scroll your phone, while you watch this channel. Why does this matter so much? Because the deep squat is the position your body uses to reach the floor, and the floor is where independence lives. Picking things up, gardening, playing with grandchildren, getting up if you fall. People who keep this position keep those abilities, often into their 80s and beyond. The truth is, your body never forgot the deep squat. It is only waiting for an invitation, so give it 30 seconds today. And now, the moment I promised you at the start, the most important and most overlooked stretch on this entire list. If I could only keep one stretch from this video, it would be this one, and it is the one hardly anyone actually does. Simply hanging from a bar. Think about what gravity does to you all day. It presses down through your spine, gently compressing the discs between your vertebrae, hour after hour. It folds your shoulders forward over desks, steering wheels, and phones. The dead hang is the only stretch that flips that entire equation. The moment your feet leave the floor, gravity switches sides and starts working for you. Your spine gets long instead of compressed. Your shoulders are pulled up and open into a range they may not have visited in years. Your lats, your chest, your forearms, all stretched at once. And there is a bonus most people never see coming. Hanging trains your grip, and study after study has found that grip strength predicts long-term health so reliably that researchers treat it as a marker of how well you are aging. A stronger grip will not magically make you immortal, but it is a remarkably honest report card for your whole body, and hanging improves your score every time you do it. Setting up could not be easier. Find a sturdy bar, a doorway pull-up bar, playground equipment, anything that holds your weight. Grip it slightly wider than your shoulders, palms facing away. But pay attention to the key detail. Let yourself truly hang. Let your shoulders rise up toward your ears, relax your body, keep just enough tension that you feel supported, and breathe slowly. Beginners, keep your feet on the floor or on a sturdy stool and let your legs carry part of your weight. Even a supported hang decompresses the spine. Start with 10 to 15 seconds. Intermediate, full hang, 20 to 40 seconds. Advanced, build up to a total of 2 to 3 minutes across the day, and try slowly pulling your shoulder blades down and up while hanging for an even deeper effect. Many people tell me the first hang of the morning feels like their back exhales. That stiff, compressed feeling from the night melts away. And if you have no bar at home, do not let that stop you. A solid door frame with a towel over it, a sturdy beam, or 5 minutes at a local playground works perfectly. The bar does not matter. The daily minute of decompression does. And the logic could not be clearer. You spend all day being compressed, so spend 1 minute a day being decompressed. It is the closest thing to a reset button your spine has. Let's put it all together, and the best part is that the whole routine takes less than 10 minutes a day. Start with the couch stretch, 1 minute per side, glute squeeze the whole time. Move into the 90/90, 1 minute per side, with 5 slow switches at the end. Then sink into your deep squat hold and accumulate 2 to 3 minutes, using support if you need it. Finish with the dead hang, working up to a total of 1 to 2 minutes. Do this once a day, every day, and treat it like brushing your teeth. Small, boring, and absolutely non-negotiable. In 2 weeks, you will feel the difference. In 2 months, other people will see it. Stiffness is not your age, it is your habits, and habits can change starting today. If this video helped you, share it with one person who complains about their back or hips, because they need these 4 stretches as much as you do. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss what is coming next, and leave a comment telling me which of these 4 stretches you are starting with tonight. I read every single one. I will see you in the next video.